Some scientists argue that increased CO2 levels would actually be good for Earth. This is a video widely circulated in Washington by the Western Fuels Association.
The evidence that increasing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is going to cause a disaster is somewhere between slim and none. However, the evidence that it's doing a good thing by lengthening the growing season and making plants grow better is somewhere between large and overwhelming.
But most scientists believe evidence points strongly towards far more dramatic effects. Climate change will make the weather more extreme and increase the incidence of freak weather like hurricanes. This is the Thames Barrier, London's protection against the effects of global warming. According to experts, global warming will lead first and foremost to a gradual rise in the level of the world's seas. As the atmosphere warms up, seawater will expand and glaciers will melt into the oceans. This will threaten low-lying cities like London. Reports of extreme floods, such as these rare ones in the 1950s, are already twice as common as they were a century ago.
Global warming seems to be the most likely cause of sea level rise. But like I tell my students, you cannot prove that global warming is causing the sea level rise. I think we have to get away from the word proof. We're juggling probabilities. And the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, they say that it is beyond reasonable doubt that global warming is causing sea level rise in places like the Pacific Islands. And I think that's the way to phrase it.
For islands like Tuvalu, sea level rise could spell disaster. Tuvalu is a small collection of islands, approximately 4,000 kilometres northeast of Australia. At 25 square kilometres, it's one of the world's smallest nations, consisting of 9 tiny coral atolls. It's the front line of climate change. In 50 years, global warming could destroy these islands. So worried are the residents here about global warming that the government has recently taken the extraordinary step of suing the US and Australian governments for failing to control their greenhouse emissions. The islands are extremely low-lying, the highest point anywhere just 5 metres above sea level, and it's getting lower every year.